exposure. Bo here, locals love us. I'm here this morning with Angela Simpson, the tree health lady. We're going to talk this morning about some crepe myrtles. You know, that's real prevalent here in Louisiana. Most people have them. I know I have them at my house. But I've always been curious, Angela, how to trim them, when to trim them. You know, if they have some black on them, what is that? So we're going to talk this morning. I'm going to flip around and just let Angela kind of, you know, tell you about everything crepe myrtle. So Angela, why don't we, I'm just going to flip around here. We've got one that we're kind of looking at here.
Right.
Angela, tell me about, you know, this looks like it's recently been trimmed. Is that right?
That's correct. I mean, it's Mardi Gras season. This is the time when we prune our crepe myrtles. We like to prune them when there are no leaves in the dormant season. So it was pruned at the correct time. However, this is pruned improperly. Rule of thumb is never take more than 1/3 of living tissue. We can't see the rest of it, but we can imagine that we've lost quite a bit of living tissue off this tree. And plus now we have these gnarly stubs. You know, it's not a pretty tree. It's not what we think of when we think of tree. Now that we've got this, the new growth that'll come out will not be able to sustain the weight of the blooms. And so the blooms will droop down quite a bit more than you would a healthy tree. This black stuff.
Yeah, let me just move in and kind of look at that and show the folks here. That it's like a black, just residue almost looking. Now what is that, Angela?
It is. It's a black sooty mold, and where that comes from, it comes from a bark scale, which is a sucking insect. And so the insect has sucked juices out of the tree, weakening the tree. And so the black is the bug residue, and over time that turns into that black sooty mold, and that smothers the tree. It really stresses the tree out.
So what can be done? I mean, can you treat this for this insect?
We can. It's all relative. So healthy trees get sick less, kind of like healthy people get sick less. So if we pruned it properly, that would have given it one leg up. But now that we have this tree that's been pruned like this, we can come in and get the black off, so that the tree can breathe a little bit easier, as well as treat for the bug. If you just clean it and don't treat for the bug, then you've kind of done all that work for nothing.
Okay, well I see. And let me ask you about kind of trimming. So the crepe myrtle that I have, I did it wrong. Okay. And so I probably cut way too much off, but it was kind of just going straight up, and so I really clipped it, you know, kind of, you know, maybe at this joint here, and I really just didn't do it correctly. You know, and I probably should have had a professional like yourself come and do it for me, because I don't know if I hurt the tree. I probably did, you know, and I don't know if it'll die, but you know, I probably.
Well, that's the problem with crepe myrtles. You know, we see, if you drive down any street, it's a copycat crime, right? Because people cut them differently everywhere. You'll see them numerous ways. But really the goal of any pruning, not just crepe myrtle, is to open it up so you have airflow, you know, so that it is healthy. You have the diseased branches out, the decaying branches out. There's no reason to cut a tree back quite this much.
Okay, and I wanted to look across because we have some over here across the street, and I know the folks can probably see those, but you know, you can tell the difference. So those have not been pruned.
Correct. They do need to be cleaned out a little bit. You can see they're a little thick up there, but you can see that the bark is so much healthier. And so even though it hasn't been pruned, it is still healthier of a tree.
Yeah, I can definitely tell that it doesn't have the black and you know, the soot on the bark over there. So definitely can tell the difference. Well, Angela, I mean, you know, like I said, we all pretty much have crepe myrtles. I know, you know, most people do have them at least in their yard or something. So thank you for the info. And guys, again, if you need help, or you probably will need help, definitely call Angela with Tree Health Lady, and she can come out, evaluate your crepe myrtles, look at them, you know, and give a good recommendation on, you know, helping cutting them and treating them, and just making sure that they're beautiful trees. So we want to make sure that you know, we keep them healthy and keep them growing. Angela, I appreciate